Well, part two of this lengthy little video, series of videos that I'm going to do on Biden, Obama, McCain. So, of course, it has been touted now, and probably it comes as no surprise, that Biden is, of course, an expert in U.S. foreign policy. But in my opinion, of course, it doesn't deviate too much from the status quo. So, essentially, here is what Senator Biden had to say about the conflict between Russia and Georgia, having just come back from a delegation going to Georgia. When Congress reconvenes, I intend to work with the administration to seek congressional approval of $1 billion in emergency assistance to Georgia, with a substantial down payment on that aid to be included in the Congress's next supplemental spending bill. This money will help the people of Georgia recover from the damage that has been inflicted on their economy and send a clear message that the United States will not abandon this young democracy. I hope this $1 billion commitment will be matched by others in the international community. I have long sought to help Russia realize its extraordinary potential as a force for progress in the international community, and have no mention of who that international community actually is, of course, and have supported legislative efforts intended to forge a more constructive relationship with the Kremlin. But Russia's actions in Georgia will have consequences. Russia's actions have already erased the possibility of advancing legislative efforts to promote U.S.-Russian partnership in the current Congress, including an agreement to allow for increased collaboration with Russia on nuclear energy production and the repeal of the Jackson-Vanik Amendment, which currently blocks the country's integration into the World Trade Organization. Russia's failure to keep its word and withdraw troops from Georgia risks the country's standing as part of the international community. That is not the future the United States or Europe want, but it is the future Russia may get if it does not stand down its forces and live up to its commitments. Senator Biden forgot to mention about our prior commitments to Russia, under Reagan no less, amongst them non-interference in the former Soviet republics by the West, and the continuation of the ABM Treaty, all of them broken by the U.S. and the West. So, I won't even mention his votes on the on the credit card industry in terms of consumer protection for, this senator comes from a state, Delaware, which is essentially a haven, a non-tax haven for major banks and the credit card industry, and he has consistently, of course, voted for them, including for the elimination of bankruptcy protection for ordinary consumers. And so this also comes, of course, as no surprise. But it goes on. The voting record is actually, it stands on its own, and there might be some surprises here for everyone to hear. because it pays to pay attention to detail. So the actual voting record of Biden, other than his rhetoric, is in some instances positive. In other instances, it's very negative. So here it goes. First of all, there was a little essay published under the name of Professor Fate over at the Decode site, which was actually quite informative. This guy states, ironically, Biden's experience is deemed to be equal to McCain's. Thus, let's see how the experience of Biden compares to the experience of McCain and the experience of Obama based on fact. How they voted on key issues, all three of them. So, and now let's take a look and then marvel at how the media completely ignores reality in favor of 30-second sound bites. The first topic is not voting. First of all, while McCain's military courage may be unquestionable, his legislative courage is certainly very questionable. The following are important issues about which McCain, summoning all of his presidential ardor, decided he did not want to decide on because he didn't vote. So, this is a little list comparing all three: Biden, McCain, Obama. Clean energy achievement criteria motion agreed in the Senate. 56 to 39. Biden voted yes. McCain didn't vote. Obama voted yes. Alternative energy subsidies. Cloture not invoked. Senate vote 57 to 36. Biden voted yes. McCain didn't vote. Obama voted yes. Energy Act of 2007. The bill was passed in the Senate 65 to 27. Biden didn't vote. McCain didn't vote. Obama voted yes. Striking telecom immunity from the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Bill. This was a recent vote. The amendment was rejected by the Senate. In other words, they gave the telecoms immunity, and those voting against that sort of immunity were Biden and Obama, and McCain didn't vote. The Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA, of 1978, the amendment to that act, the bill was passed in the Senate 69 to 28. In other words, this vote would have been a crucial vote against this current FISA bill. Biden voted no. In other words, he didn't support the current bill. McCain didn't vote. Obama voted yes. So Biden came out against FISA, Obama came out for it, and McCain didn't vote at all. The Equal Pay Bill, cloture not invoked, 56 to 42 in the Senate. Biden voted yes, McCain didn't vote, and Obama voted yes. Iraq and Afghanistan war funding, unemployment benefit extension, and the GI Bill. Biden voted in favor of it. McCain didn't vote. Obama voted in favor. The list goes on, and this is, for people not interested in this, you may as well just turn it off now, because this is going to be, as I said, I don't do sound bites on here, and so it's up to you if you want to continue listening. the votes do count in the Senate, and my own opinion about Biden is that he's a very mixed bag and is essentially supporting the status quo. So that's my take on it. But if you want to hear more, please go on to part 3.